Yeah, I think it's big for us. Not just the win, but handling the runs. It's we had to use some early timeouts, so we didn't have as many in the second half, and I felt like we handled that run in the third quarter. They were able to, come together really on the floor and problem solve, and oftentimes that's what it is. It's problem solving in real time. Felt like they were able to do that. When you've got the ability to make threes, you're always going to be in a ball game, right? But I felt like our defensive energy, our defensive execution, outside of a few stretches, was really good tonight, and that ultimately is what's going to carry us.
Hey, coach, how you doing? There was a moment there with 7 minutes left in the third quarter where Kelsey's at the free throw line. He called Caitlin over and he gave her some directions. The team then went on a 23-5 run. What did you say to her there, and how did her application of what you said lead to the third quarter run?
I don't remember what it was exactly at that moment. I mean, sometimes there's just like make the easy play. We don't have to make home run plays. Make sure if we don't have anything, we get ourselves into offense. I know there was one period of time, and it may have been during that stretch, where we had 7 empty possessions, and we've got to run something, right? Like we got to get into offense. We've got to stop trying to do it all ourselves, and we got to lean on each other. So I'm not exactly sure what it was at that moment, but I'm proud of our group. I'm proud of how they responded. I'm proud of the resilience that they've shown, and now we got to continue to build on it, continue to stack our days.
Yeah, Caitlin's obviously never come back from an injury like this
Yeah.
before, but just did you expect this kind of 32-point near triple double game from her?
Well, don't we always expect that kind of game from Caitlin? Good, bad, or ugly. I knew her adrenaline was going to be high to start. I mean, she's been itching to get back out there. So certainly knew that. Did I think it was going to be a 25-point half? No. But as it she so often does when she gets hot, it's a streak, right? And so she got hot early and knocked down a lot of shots. She carried us in the first half, and then everybody else carried us in the second half. I thought her decision making, outside the last part of the fourth quarter, especially, was really good. She had some turnovers, and we talked about it a little bit. And I thought her decision making was great, outstanding, especially that last 4 minute stretch or whatever it was that she was on the floor. Did a really good job of getting everybody involved. And that's what she does. I mean, that's what she does.
Um, Steph can able to keep even keel. It's not
Mhm.
been easy.
Yeah.
A lot of things for you personally, for everything else. What does a day like today feel like when you can maybe take that step away? Was it just obviously New York losing for the first time, Caitlin playing this way, and the crowd reaction?
I mean, it's emotionally, it's a relief, right? It's a lift. Um, when you go through hard times, it puts life into perspective. I think the biggest thing is that this team has been resilient, and it hasn't been easy, and it's not going to be. Like winning is hard. You got to go through the ups and downs. You got to go through the ebbs and flows. Life is hard, right? And for us, this group is they stay together. They encourage one another. They draw strength from one another. I draw strength from them. I hope they draw strength from us. And every single day that we take one step forward together, we're building trust. And there are not many teams who position themselves to win and win consistently that don't have trust, that don't have tight chemistry, that don't have sacrifice, the we over the me, that don't go through hard times. And I think that this group has been resilient. I'm proud of them for that. We're going to continue to have to be resilient, but to be able to bring Soph and see back in the way that we did, and to get them back on the floor and seemingly not miss a beat offensively, I think says a lot about them. I think it says a lot about their teammates. And 25 assists on 37 made field goals. I mean, it's just I'm just really proud of them, and I'm really thankful for them.
Okay, so, was there one play by Caitlin, a three, a stretch pass, maybe a turnover, the technical, or a less glamorous play that just stands out in your mind for whatever reason as like, wow, you step back and said, wow, she's back, or good to have her back, kind of thing.
Well, I don't know how many threes she had in the first quarter, but yeah, that's a wow moment, certainly. You know, she's got it, right? Like she's got it. And you know, being able to harness those moments when it's really rolling and being able to be patient in the moments where you're trying to get it rolling, I think is a growth process. So certainly, you know, those first few threes. And then the turnover where she missed Damaris Dantas right beside her and tried to throw it to somebody else in the corner. You know, maybe I'll introduce her to Dee Dee in the locker room. But you know, where again, then we have the conversation about not making the home run play, just making the easy one. And she managed the game impeccably from there on out. And so oftentimes it's just, you know, pointing out the moments. She's going to continue to grow in those areas. But she's special, right? And she's special. Mhm.